to Leadership That Lasts. Today I want to talk to you about something that I think is important for anyone that's involved in ministry. How do we stay healthy and faithful for the long run? One thing we can do is compare ministry to a marathon. Ministry isn't a sprint. We don't have to accomplish everything at once. We need endurance and preparation and willingness to grow over time. It takes time for God to grow us. We need to maintain a balance of spiritual health, right priorities, and a faithful service. A marathon isn't won by running the race as fast as we can. You must pace yourself so you don't burn out. The same is true in ministry. If we try to change everything immediately or do anything ourselves or all things ourselves, we can become overwhelmed pretty quickly. God develops us over time. He matures our faith, our skills, our leadership, our character, and gives us passion little by little. Like a marathon, ministry takes time and endurance and preparation and patience. Hebrews 12:1 tells us, let us run with endurance the race that God has set before us. The heart is a great place to start. Before we worry about starting or changing a ministry, we need to let God work on us. One of our commitments should always be to regularly check our motives and evaluate our hearts. We can sometimes have good ideas but wrong motives. We may desire recognition, control, or to prove ourselves. But examining ourselves and motives frequently will help us to lead with integrity. This is where our relationship with God becomes so important. And these questions can help. Why am I doing this? What are my motives? Am I depending on God? We have to remember that ministry cannot replace our relationship with Christ. Don't measure success by numbers. Bigger is not better. When we measure success by numbers, we miss out. How many people came, how big the group is, how many people responded. Numbers really don't tell us that people are actually growing. Instead of that, we should probably be asking, are people growing? Are we creating disciples? Are lives changing? Do we see examples of faithfulness? Transformation is permanent change, whereas chasing numbers is not. Christian leadership is servant leadership. Our goal is to lead like Christ. We must be willing to serve. A good leader will do important and the visible things, but along with those things, he'll do things that are behind the scenes and nobody notices. Things like some of the examples are moving chairs, cleaning, encouraging, whatever else needs to be done. The goal isn't recognition, but it's becoming more Christ-like. Mark 10:45 tells us, for even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. Serving in ordinary, behind-the-scenes ways develops character, and that character is required for ministry leadership. Serve first and lead second. Stay connected to God. Finally, to lead others spiritually, we must stay connected to God ourselves if we're asking others to do that. Several practices Jesus modeled for staying connected included prayer, fasting, worship, scripture, solitude, and service. He even had times where I think he meditated. Ministry can replace time with God. Ministry cannot replace time with God. We can become so busy in doing ministry that we neglect ourselves and we neglect the one actually that we're serving. As leaders, we must also remember that prayer isn't just about getting things from God. Prayer is about our relationship with God and submitting to His will. If our goal is leadership that lasts, we must remain healthy and pace ourselves. We must lead by example, serving others well. We must spend time with God and remember that our goal is not only to start well, but to finish well. Thank you, and have a good day.